Good morning. The Magnificent Seven has officially fractured into two distinct camps, those with a clear line of sight to returns and those hitting a $450 billion reality wall. While the broader Nasdaq is struggling with AA fatigue, we are witnessing a historic divergence between Meta platforms and Amazon. Today's headline is the formalization of the Sovereign Alliance, a multi-year, multi-generational pact between Meta and Nvidia. While Mark Zuckerberg faces a landmark jury trial in Los Angeles over social media addiction, the market is looking past the litigation to the infrastructure. Meta is being rewarded for its receipts, AI-driven ad revenue that grew 24% to $58.1 billion, proving its massive spending is immediately accretive. Conversely, Amazon is in a $450 billion freefall, erasing 5 years of gains in a single month. The market has identified a critical monetization gap. Amazon is spending like a hyperscaler but yielding like a low-margin retailer. The fiscal benchmarks for 2026 are staggering and require clinical decompression. We are tracking a total group CapEx trajectory of $630 billion to $665 billion, a 70% year-over-year surge in physical infrastructure. Amazon, guiding to $200 billion. This is the largest single-year commitment to physical hardware in corporate history, yet the market is penalizing the lack of CapEx yield, which currently sits 50% below its long-term average. Alphabet, Google, budgeting up to $185 billion, funded by a rare 100-year multi-currency bond to build Project Ironwood, its first gigawatt-scale TPU facility. Microsoft, on pace for $145 billion, prioritizing a 10-gigawatt infrastructure build-out with OpenAI. Meta, guiding to a ceiling of $135 billion. The definitive story of the day is the Meta-Nvidia Rubin covenant. Analysts estimate the contract value at $50 billion. This isn't just a chip order, it's the first large-scale deployment of Nvidia's standalone Grace and Vera CPUs, signaling a strategic pivot away from x86 architecture toward infrastructure. Looking 5 years out, we are moving from the era of language models to agentic AI. By the spring of 2026, we expect agentic models to reach human-level performance requiring a fundamental shift in compute density. The Vera Rubin R100 platform is the new gold standard. It delivers a 10 times throughput per megawatt gain over the Blackwell architecture for mixture of experts inference. For Meta, this is the backbone of personal superintelligence. We are seeing these companies transition from big tech software providers into big utilities of the digital age. The winners of 2027 and beyond will not be determined by code, but by who owns the gigawatts. Nvidia's 90% market share in accelerators is now being fortified by a CPU-GPU networking trinity that captures 30% of every dollar spent in the data center as pure profit. The monetization gap will continue to widen for any firm attempting to fund this transition through low-margin legacy operations. We will continue to monitor the clinical data as the 13F reshuffling continues. For daily institutional-grade analysis and real-time alerts on the Mag 7's capital pivots, just hit the subscribe button for daily notifications, and we'll see you at the opening bell.